Sweat Equity Podcast and Streaming Show, number one Arbitron rated comedy business comedy podcast in the world. Yeah.
Trump's gonna come.
That was premature. Premature ejection of a drop.
Huh?
Premature ejection.
I heard you.
Get it? It's kind of like the other thing.
What?
Can I get a little Gene Deckerhoff?
Holy guacamole!
Yeah. The voice of the Bucks. We're 2020's best small medium enterprise business advisory podcast in the United States and 2021. We're also 2021's best podcast and streaming entertainment studio, Eastern USA Media Innovator Awards, hosted by Corporate Vision Magazine. You got to get the humble brags in.
I know, but I feel like we should get rid of that one.
We're probably going to get rid of both.
It's old news.
But it was so smooth. You just slide it right in there. Like Cosby. What? Listen to us.
Suck my pussy from behind.
Yeah, Lizzo. Listen to us on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Help us get up the rankings. The cheat code is subscribe. Press the little ding. Smash that button. Right? Give 5 stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then write a little review. These guys don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Whatever. We don't care. This episode
Don't write that.
is... Please don't. Please don't.
Seriously.
Write something nice. If you're going to go all that way, don't just write something vanilla or negative.
What are you talking about? Vanilla is fine.
Yeah.
Just don't say we
Boring.
don't know what we're talking about.
How about this?
Boring. Fine.
The best sponsor, the best thing you can do to help the show is if you're listening in your AirPods right now, you're listening in your car, doing laundry, whatever, jogging, share this with a friend. That's the best thing you can do. We want viral word of mouth. We want organic sharing. This episode brought to you by your gut intelligence test and supplements. This sounds right up your fruitcake alley, Eric.
What?
What? Get your gut biome test by Viome, V-I-O-M-E. It's a gut intelligence test, supplements. It's the link to your health insights, personalized food recommendations, precision supplements formulated just for you. And guess what? 70% off when you use the link that we'll put in the episode description. 70% off, dude.
And I'm back. 70% off?
Yeah.
No way.
Dude, that's a lot. How do they even make
What?
money?
How did you say it last time?
Viome?
No, you said it bad.
Viome.
You said it.
Because it's V-I-O-M-E. Gut intelligence tests and supplements for your gut biome. It's Viome, baby. Let's get this party started! Howdy toddy!
Sweat equity. Sweat equity. Sweat equity. My sweat equity. My sweat equity. Sweat equity. What about my sweat equity?
Are we in 4K?
Yeah,
We are?
I think so.
So if we watch on Vimeo or anywhere else the video is, how do we get on Spotify with video? Is that off limits?
I didn't know that was a thing until you just said it.
Well, I know Rogan pushed for it when he moved over there. So all his podcasts, when you listen to them, they are in video format too.
No shit.
You didn't know that?
Okay. Well, you should have told me earlier,
Well,
not on the podcast itself.
I didn't know. I don't know if it's open up yet.
I brought
I think
back
he's
Ric Flair, by the way.
Noise. Nature
Also
boy.
Urkel.
Can I do that?
You know, sometimes you just need that one.
okay.
That's a need one.
Yeah, if you mess up. Spotify, I don't know if they do it. They don't do it for all the big podcasts yet. So my theory, my hunch is it's not gotten down to the plebeians like us.
What is that?
What do you mean?
Plebeians.
Like the bums, the ragamuffins, the serfs. I don't know. I'm real punchy. I don't know. I've been in a funk the last 3 or 4 days.
You have been funky.
I don't know if it's mental, physical, both.
It's definitely the holidays.
Well, I had
partially being over, you know.
my kids for 9 days.
Kids for
straight.
9 days. That's what it is.
Probably.
Oh,
It was
I
pretty
forgot about that. That we don't even have to dissect this. That's easy.
pretty stressful. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, they don't let up.
Well, and
All
like
kids.
Christmas Eve, I didn't have them. They're at their mom's, and it was still like, well, here we go, barreling down that afternoon to get everything finished that I need to do. So
Yeah,
that was
Christmas
like
Eve.
that's like another like
True Christmas story.
yeah, watching The Matrix and getting bummed out. You told me it was good.
Yeah,
Did you rewatch it?
There was I didn't see the end the first time, but I was like, I thought they did a good job kind of reinventing the story in a way and all that shit. And at the end, I was like, I actually did feel bad being like, it was good so far.
My biggest thing was
Okay, hold on a second can I point out that they Wachowskis
Yeah,
used to be dudes,
yeah, that's where I was going.
and now they have transitioned into females.
I blew your mind on this podcast about it. Yeah,
What?
we talked about Cloud Atlas. This is when we were in the.
Did we talk about how now the one is now a woman?
Yeah, no, I dropped.
Did
this,
I say that already?
I've dropped this.
Oh,
no,
shit.
I've dropped it on you on the podcast. I was talking about Cloud Atlas. This is probably 3 years ago. I remember it because I was.
Oh, what? No, I'm talking about something different.
No, the Wachowski bros did, or the Wachowski sisters did Cloud Atlas, and I go, that movie's a great epic. I really like it. I really like the idea of it. It's like 6 different stories along different periods of time, with the same actors changing up kind of their position.
Yeah.
True. The true. Yeah, that everybody hates that part. But I remember we were closing out an episode because I dropped it very nice, and I was like, well done. I go, you know what? You want to know what the weirdest thing about that movie is? The Wachowski brothers, at the end, the credits say the Wachowski sisters. And you were
Okay.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Everybody knows they're sisters. I'm saying that
No, they
in the
don't.
new movie, the end. Close your ears if
Well,
you're going to be.
if people
so
haven't figured out,
annoying.
we're talking about it,
But the one or the Jesus character is a woman now. Trinity has the powers of Neo.
I thought she always had it.
Well, that's not the debate.
But you think you see a transition.
I'm saying, yeah, they went. They're like, we should probably give it to a chick now too.
And it's only one of the sisters now. It's Lana. Not both of them on this one.
Wait.
I think they could have used the other one.
Oh, I thought you meant one switch back.
No. Snip, snip, snap.
Shit.
Snip back. Snip.
Snip, snap.
Yeah, but I think they could have used the other sister, the one that wasn't there.
Right.
I told you I think about
The
this.
story editing one.
I think about the scenario. I might have to tell it on stage and see if it works. If it's got legs, it's just the what's it called? That they're brothers that transitioned almost at the same time, but there's definitely no way they did a double jinx, you owe me a Coke situation about it.
There's definitely one brother being like, "Quit copying off of me, dude."
Right. It's like the older. I assume the older one is telling the younger one, "Hey, I'm about to transition into a woman." And he's like, "Me too."
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh, everybody's doing that shit.
I was thinking
me
about it too,
I
totally.
was gonna do it anyways.
Totally. It's like, God damn it, dude. Let me have my own thing.
He's like, I already started taking the pills. I can't stop now once I've started.
He's like, have you started taking pills? No, but I was
Yes.
thinking about it. I was going to
Yes.
start. Yeah.
Definitely the same ones you're taking.
There's something there. That's a silly joke, maybe a premise, but I'm fucking sweating. I just did a 10-minute hit workout with your Bowflex click weights.
Great investment. That should be in our 69 tips.
That is like the
We already
best.
do that one too.
Literally the best like utilization rate of almost anything besides your
yeah.
phone, maybe.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
your car.
52 and a half pounds. Right there. Boom. Surprised that like more gyms don't have that.
Well, I think they
People
would
would
break.
fuck 'em up,
Yeah, I think
for
they
sure.
they would definitely like wear and tear. They're not for commercial use.
I thought about that for about 10 seconds and was like, oh, gym douches.
So,
They'd be stacking extra little pancake plates inside the little cracks.
what do you think? Getting into goals, what do you think? Did you wanted to talk about your new precious computer
No.
and how you're an Apple file?
No, but I do want to talk about how when you get new Apple shit, like a new phone, everybody gets a new phone, how exciting it is to get your new phone. And then you restore from your backup, you put your case on, and you're like, okay, it's basically the same shit.
Yeah, like the Matrix 4.
Yes.
It's basically
But now your phone's a chick.
yeah. And Doogie Howser's really menacing.
Well, I was like, we need to come up with a name for that, like brand sterilization or something, like where you get excited, but the actual product itself physically is like
It's pretty
it's basically the same shit, huh?
pretty normalized. Yeah. Pretty rote, I guess.
I wonder if that's gonna be what did you just say?
Rote, like that's when I said I was in a funk. I thought I was in rote. Like I was just I don't know. How to explain rote? I don't know.
How do you
Google it.
spell rote?
ROUT? No, I don't know. ROTE.
I've never.
Why would you ask me
heard
to
that.
spell something on air?
Well, because it sounds made
Mechanical
up.
or habitual repetition of something to be learned.
Okay, and then what were we talking about?
I don't know.
Okay.
But you wanted to come up with a term for get excited. I mean, it's like kids on Christmas morning.
Well,
they
it's
turn
like-
into shits after 7 presents.
It's as if they're selling that excitement. They're selling
yeah,
the buildup of your new Apple shit.
it's emotional
Like,
when
yeah,
you buy
it's gonna
it.
be the same. It's gonna look exactly the same.
I mean,
It's gonna work better.
I call the rush
looks
before you
exactly
get
the
it
same.
the cocaine, driving to get cocaine energy.
Yes.
Not that I know what that is. I've never had to drive and
Loser.
get excited. I know. God, I need to live
They
it.
should come to you.
But yeah, there's something there. I don't. My brain's not in a very pun-ish area.
You're not the punisher today.
Oh shit!
Shit.
Damn,
Let's just
that was
end
right in my
this right
backyard.
now. Fuck
yeah,
it.
we should
We're not
close
gonna
it.
do any better than that.
Wow. And it's making me sweat more because I can't even follow it up.
Can I do that?
Yeah, you can.
I,
That's
I,
good.
just,
Holy guacamole!
that,
Holy
yeah.
guacamole, dude.
I just like that drop because he sounds legitimately excited. Like that guy loves the Bucks more than anybody loves anything,
Yeah.
and like he's been the voice of the Bucks since I can remember.
I think he's always been the voice of the Bucks.
And then he goes to FSU on Saturdays and does the games.
I know.
He drives up there. What a nut!
He drives? I guess he has to drive. Why would he?
I mean, you could fly from
helicopter?
Tampa.
He's not helicopter money.
Yeah, it's radio, dude. Sports radio, AM. So how many people do you think abandon their New Year's resolutions? This is a different study I found. I said 80% last episode, I believe, when we teased it.
I don't give a shit.
I was going off, I think, maybe old data.
Yes, probably. Sounds accurate.
What do you think?
How many-
Abandoned within a month.
Abandoned within a month? 83%.
64%.
Nailed it.
However, the study I found is from the UK and Australia, so I think they're a little bit better than us.
They are better than us. Get us American numbers.
I couldn't find anything legit. It was a lot of like Forbes garbage articles.
Right. Well, they're lying about it too.
What do you?
No, I'm going to do it.
Let's Family
I'm still
Feud.
gonna do it.
I want Family Feud this. Don't look.
Okay.
Don't look.
All right. Okay.
Top answers on the board for Americans in 2021. What do you think? Give me. If you're playing Family Feud, what would you say? What are your 2021 resolutions?
Lose weight.
Number 2
Okay.
at 48%.
All right. Stop smoking.
Give up smoking, 10%, about number 10 on the board.
How many are we going for? You got
Just
5?
as many as you want.
Okay. Well, that's not okay. Is exercise different than losing weight?
That
Exercise more, whatever.
Those are the 1 and 2. Those that's they're not related technically, but they kind of are. But yeah,
okay.
Number 1, doing more exercise or improving my fitness. Number 2, losing weight.
Okay. Drinking less.
Drinking less. And surprisingly, quit drinking entirely is the last on this list of
Good.
call it 15 at 2%. Cutting down on drinking 4%.
Okay. Something to do with drinking less. How about getting a budget together, something to do with money, doing better with
Very
money?
good. Number 3, saving more money, 44%. Now, obviously, these don't add up to 100 because you can have more than one. But
What else is there? Taking up a hobby.
Taking up a hobby. I didn't think you'd get that one. 14%.
Oh!
Yeah, it's
I'm not cheating either.
that's 7th on the list.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's people listening to this like, yeah. Answering like, come on, you idiots.
I know. But every one, I don't think I've missed it. How about,
I'll give one because
I'm wondering if it's different, but learning a musical instrument.
Not musical instrument, no.
Okay. Learning another language.
Nope.
Shit.
That's pretty good though.
Getting a vasectomy.
Ooh, let me check.
Someone say vasectomy?
Snipped off the list.
Ew. Soundboard.
Nice.
15,000.
15,000 respondents on this survey.
You know, resolution. They're really kind of limited. They're personal.
I'll give you number 4 is improving my diet.
That's,
I know.
you know.
It's losing
Kinda the
weight
same.
related. Well, when you make your goals list, some of these things overlap anyway. Pursuing career ambition, number 6. Spending time with
This is the most vanilla non-answer.
improving my diet, number 4. Pursuing a career ambition, 5. Spending more time with my family, number 6. Neither of us.
Oh, right.
We would have
We
had
don't really have a
for
choice
either of
in
us
that.
to
For
get
the record, you know, we don't have a choice.
that. But for either of us to get that, we would have had to be like, "What does a good dad say?" Like, you know, a really good dad.
I don't think
What
in
would he
those
say?
terms.
I know, but something else. I guess that's the other.
Business stuff.
Spending less time on social media. That's interesting. Decorating or renovating part of my home. That I'd say that's probably COVID related, recency bias. Volunteering or doing charity work.
Right. That was the next thing I was going to say.
Raising money for charity, and then drinking.
Yeah, that does sound legit.
Statista.
That could be the same list every single year.
It usually
from
is.
1984.
And I do remember when I was a senior in high school, one of the best things our economics teacher did tell us, he broke down like goals and resolutions. And I remember distinctly he talked about like a lot of people say they want to go to church more this year. He's like, that's not a fucking goal. That's not a resolution.
What an interesting use of language he had.
Well, it stayed in my head. If you use potty words, I'm in, right?
Yeah.
And so
Fucking thing sucks.
So, like I remember that verbatim because I was like, "Oh yeah, he's right." You have to kind of quantify these in some way. You can't. You can say, "I'll go to church 3 times out of the 4 weekends a month."
Right. But you could, but I mean, then you could just say you did it, though.
Oh yeah. You could.
You don't have to answer to it.
Yeah.
As
But-
you pull up the smart, oh my God, it's like a kindergartner's
Adults
diagram,
or children now. Yeah.
diagram of SMART goals and the acronym.
It's from Indeed's career guide.
I want to look at. I need
So
to
none of
cheat
the
off that.
none of those that we family feuded out, none of those were SMART goals. They were all kind of wants, right? And we talked off air last week about it. It's like we kind of wrote down stuff that we want to do, and then you can kind of formulate it a little bit. I still have to work out some of them, but SMART. I am so smart. I am so smart. SMRT. I am so smart. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-based.
Yes.
As long as you fit all that criteria, you really have a goal that's worth the shit. What were your goals last year that you got?
I didn't do this assignment last year.
You didn't have any, just loosey-goosey ones?
It was get divorced, and I did.
Okay, that's a good one.
I don't know if I said that one on the podcast or not. I was afraid of litigation. But,
Yeah.
Yeah. Mission accomplished.
Probably gag ordered yourself. 'cause
Oh, for sure.
It doesn't really help.
Yeah. It's terrifying.
Especially, you saw how mine went down where my ex was actively listening to hate.
Yeah.
I'm sorry!
That's
She would never say that.
that one's better. Right. No, that was you.
So that's it? That's all you got?
I don't remember.
Your review, you got a fiance?
I didn't take you.
You got divorced?
Right, but I didn't get engaged
I know.
That would be so crazy.
I'm just doing kind of a year in review too.
Yeah.
I think because
So that is a true review. Yes, that did happen.
I think with this kind of goal setting stuff, more good stuff that maybe not on the list, but it kind of might go in tow with it.
Yes. Well, I mean, people go through times, man, and
Sure.
and it's like you can hit that point where you're just like everything sucks.
No,
Everything
yeah.
sucks, and there is absolutely something to that attitude of just like it's gonna get better. Like if you're not a piece of shit
Well,
and you're good to people, like things will be good.
yeah, internalize your own shit. Don't project out like Karens do. Like that chick,
Right.
That chick that was on the flight from Tampa to Atlanta.
Right, breastfeeding her cat.
No. This
Her
is,
lynx. I'm sorry.
no. This is last week.
Okay, this is different.
This is way different. This chick's cussing out the Delta crew. She wants to go to the bathroom. It's cart time. You have to get all your snacks or everybody gets grumpy. And then she's talking shit to the flight crew about they need to have their mask on. Meanwhile, her mask is below her mouth.
Of course,
It's so
she doesn't have germs.
It's so funny.
Holy guacamole!
FBI was waiting for her after.
FBI.
So
Ay, ay, ay.
I think I just like a good year in review as well. If you have any good moments,
Sure, great year. 2021, one of the best.
New
I
gig.
think. Yeah, we get to work together again. It's fun. We sit right next to each other
and stare,
and we talk about girls and our feelings.
boys.
And we fart on each other.
There's a no
But
fart rule.
it's, I mean, dude, that's a great situation.
Yeah.
And, things are looking up. Al dente tastings is going to be next level next year. That's part of my goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Here are the ones I hit last year. Read the kids 200 bedtime stories.
Wow. Kept track of all that?
I'm so what I do think about a lot is our friend of the program, Max Trailer. The biggest thing I took away when he's come on was measure your results.
Yes.
And that actually has been a very sound advice. And, I started really tracking this year out because I was like, man, I got to fix this sleep. My sleep's all fucked up. I want to get in better shape. So let's at least put down what I'm weighing in at, every now and again. Stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Plus-
I feel like between the two of us, we've had a lot of time to have excuses for not doing that sort of shit, putting it down on paper. And I'm with you. Like I need to start like going back to like, okay, what did you actually do?
I try to do it in the morning or at night if I can, at least once a day. But it's kind of best when you're waking up, getting that coffee going, checking your email, and just I made it like when I open up my browser, I just have this like Google sheet of a tracker, so it reminds me to do it.
That's where habit list comes in for me.
Yeah,
Boom.
no, that's good too.
Because then you can go back and you can look at what you've done. It'll keep track of it all, and it's satisfying enough to push the little circle button.
There's a lot. I wanted to use a spreadsheet because there was some logic behind it. Because I wanted to be able to like just look at the data overall. Eventually, if I kind of organize it.
Crunch that data.
Well, like I would put in my mileage, right? So my Apple Watch tells me how many miles you walked, jogged, kind of thing.
Right.
So I hit 2,000 miles. I ran a half marathon.
Right.
I did 34,000 sit-ups, 34,000 push-ups. So those all had to go in the daily tracker thing I was doing. Wrote for 3,400 minutes of jokes or rewrote jokes.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It breaks down to like 20 minutes a day, I think. Or 10 minutes a day.
You're saying that you have
I sat down and would write.
you did writing
Yeah.
for that many minutes. You don't have that much material.
No. You got to write a lot. Like, I don't know if I even got 20. Well, I probably got 20 new minutes last year, I'd
That's
say.
good.
At least. Read 12 books. Snail mailed 100 handwritten thank you cards. Kids learn how to swim. That's kind of they don't really know how.
They'll figure it out.
But we had intense swim classes last week.
Okay, you want to play a fun steps game for me? Because I went over 15 million
What's your mark?
steps.
10,000 a day?
Yeah, so, okay. So, how do you want to do this? From
You were all gung-ho
the last
and then
3
you're
years,
"Ooh."
I've got 15 million steps over the last 3 years. 2019, 4,948,222.
Does it give you miles?
What?
Isn't that
Yes.
weird?
You can do it. I might have to upgrade to pro. Shit, I do! That's so funny. I was joking. So 15 million steps in 3 years, whatever that is, 5 million a year.
Other stuff, gained a leadership role.
I feel like you don't even give a shit.
I do.
Do it live!
I thought you didn't give a shit. You were giving up on it.
Give a shit.
And then did one pro bono project a quarter. That was my goals that I hit. You got any this year?
This year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what we can talk about. Well, because something dumb. I know I haven't been to the gym, physically been to the gym in a year and a half, maybe 2 years. Right around COVID hitting, I was like, "Ugh, this sucks wearing a mask to the gym." I need to go back once a week. Not even for the physical part of it, but there's something to working out in your house, not listening to music and not kind of doing your own little
I like
amp up in your head at the gym. It's I'm gonna be a badass at the gym.
Well,
There's people here.
there's cool. I like a hybrid. I've got those click weights we were talking about, and it's kind of I'll do some at the house now, but
Right.
there is something I get a lot of energy out of being around other people doing stuff.
Exactly.
So that's part of it. The other part is that thing of okay, I either jogged, walked, or drove to the gym. I'm here.
Right.
I'm not just gonna leave now.
Yeah. But that's my
Sunk
idea
cost.
behind it. It's
Yeah.
that part of it is a different chemical in your brain that it releases. It's okay, that's similar to running compared to which is another goal of mine. I need to run, actually go outside and run where normally I'm on the treadmill walking. And
So make it
doing
you got to run 10 miles in a week. You could do 1 mile one day.
10 miles a week, bro.
Is that a lot?
Run?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about I'll run 3 miles a week probably. I'll walk a shitload.
Or just do it.
But-
do what I did. Do 2,000 miles for the year. Walk or jog.
Calculating.
It breaks down to 4.6 miles a day.
I already do that,
Well,
I think. Send us your calculations on 15 million miles in 3 years. How many am I doing a day? Please. Siri,
I'm rolling
Alexa.
over. I'm gonna roll over all the ones I didn't hit from last year, being a 3-bedroom house. Thanks.
Rollover solutions. That's
House
fun. Is that on
crisis.
your plan?
Be debt free. Make over 200K. Produce and perform stand-up special. Sweat Equity. This show gets 2,000 subscribers, viewers, whatever, or 20,000. Excuse me. I never set up an automated lead gen for consulting work that gets me a 10x ROI. Learn how to drive stick. Go to
That
racing.
last one you should chill on.
Well,
Did you say learn how to drive a stick?
Yeah, I don't know how. Do you know how?
Not really. I could do it if you held a gun to my head.
It's
but
really
it's
me wanting to go
it's
to.
a feel thing.
It's me wanting to go to racing school and just me pushing myself to go do that for a 3-day weekend or something.
Okay, okay.
I've been wanting to do that for a while. I think I'd be good at racing cars.
I feel like I'd be a little bit better than you, though.
Oh, then we are definitely going together.
Go to Malibu.
No, there's Daytona, bro. Or Big Daddy
All
Don
right, I don't know.
Garlick's camp.
However bad you want to get your ass whooped.
Oh, I want to do the 3-day. You're
some
in the fire suit. They teach you how to
F-16s.
burn out and shit.
Pretty much how to be awesome.
Write 52 blog posts. I didn't finish that. Write the book. Didn't finish that. Be under 183 pounds for at least 3 months. That might be the toughest one for me.
Really? What are you at now?
Oh, dude, I was pigging out. Jan 1st
Excuse me.
Jan 1st was 205, baby.
Really? That's kind I mean,
but I was in pretty good shape most of the year. I was hovering around like 192 ish, but I still was kind of being a piece of shit. Just eating for like, I deserve this. Just being a sack of shit.
9 days.
Here are the
in a
new
row.
ones I got. Run a marathon. I got to do 7,300 minutes of yoga or stretching.
What is that math?
It's like 20 minutes a day, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, the joke writing would have been like 10 minutes a day, I think. And then from last year. I tried to make it go.
You should do as a fun, helpful thing for the listeners is how many minutes a day. If you want to do 10 minutes a day, it'd be this many minutes for the year.
Well, I like
do those
that's how I start it, but there's going to be days where I'm going to miss them or be sick or injured or whatever. So I like doing the aggregate total.
I like it too. I'm all about that. Try and knock it out in 3 days.
Well, it's like, I'm already
in a day?
I'm already in the hole. So tonight I'm going to try to do like a longer session with my boy Yoga by Tim YouTube channel. We need to get him on the pod. He's feasible guest on this podcast. He's the yoga guy on YouTube that I told you that makes all these like jokes to himself because it's just him filming. And they're all these like he like laughs to himself. It's so funny. Touch toes, stretch at least once a month. So at least once a month I got to be able to touch my toes and stretch.
Yes.
And
so I tried to explain to you that if you want to be able to touch your toes, that's kind of a silly goal because like you're not going to be like, oh, I got to remember to do that.
I do
at the end of the month.
No, I do
to try and touch your toes.
That's a consistent.
But you're going to learn right away if you're not constantly doing it. You're not going to be able to do it.
So the yoga and that are kind of like.
Can't wait to hear this explanation.
No, the broader want was. I don't want.
Kind of penis are you?
I forgot about that one.
I don't want to wake up feeling like shit every morning. I kind of do, and I'm getting old man back pain, and a lot of it's just not stretching, honestly.
Oh yeah.
So. My thing is like I've done it before where I've been pretty loose and it gave me more energy and better attitude and all this stuff. So trying to do that. Taxes done before April 15th. I haven't done that in the last like 10 years. I've always done the extension. CPR class, first aid class. I'm forcing myself to do that. I feel like that's good for dad stuff. Take a tactical gun training course.
What is happening right now? What are you talking about?
These are all my goals, dude. Hit a bullseye with a bow and arrow.
Okay. What the fuck?
Kids play team sports this year.
With bow and arrows and tactical gun training.
I teach them how to tie their shoes. They can read a clock. And they don't know how to read a clock. And
but it's such a fucking spectrum of goals here.
Some of these are low hanging fruit.
Some of these, yeah, exactly. Get done tomorrow.
I know. Some of these are low hanging fruit. I like a little bit of like you get some of the easier things scratched off.
I mean this in the nicest way possible. But your kids, once it clicks for the clock, I don't think they're gonna have a hard time with it.
Well, it's really more about them understanding time. They don't really get it, and so.
But I mean, what is time though, man?
It's a flat circle, bro.
Yeah.
Kids can proficiently swim. They can kind of swim now. I need my anxiety.
I mean, make it measurable. How long? How fast they got to get the 50-meter breaststroke.
They're 5.
Put it on paper.
No, I need them to not drown.
Sorry, Trip.
I really need
your
them
smart goals
to lower my anxiety around the Gulf of Mexico in any pool. And any just puddle of water.
By how many points?
I don't know, but I feel myself sweating. Like,
oh, that's good.
When they're around your pool, around the big dog, I'm like,
oh yeah, it's fine.
And then
most of the time you're right there. Just remember that.
Yeah, no. And I'm on dad alert, but it's still that thing. You got any?
I did mine. I think. I don't know. Did I? Nothing good. Oh, how about this? To finish it. Practicing daily gratitude.
Okay. Yeah.
You're listening to a podcast right now. Things probably aren't that bad.
That's true.
I feel like it's a good
a luxury.
Mendoza line. Does your life suck? Are you able to listen to podcasts?
It's a luxury.
Do you have the infrastructure and the time and the money?
You're not in prison?
You're not in prison.
You've probably got a cell phone listening to it?
If anybody in prison's listening to us,
We should figure
Tell
out
us,
a
please. Figure out how to make that happen.
We should target the white collar prisons that have phones or electronics
Right.
and see if we can get that strong.
Number one in prisons.
Well, think how diehard they'd be. Like,
Oh,
I could
fuck
see
yeah.
guys going back in our catalog and listening.
We'll get the guards on.
Yeah,
Get the lowdown. Who's the best businessman in the prison?
I'm sure a lot of them.
It's the best ROI on.
Who's our
illegal
closest
cigarettes.
Epstein businessman? All right.
Bring Epstein in all the time.
Because, one of your goals was to vacation to Epstein Island. All right, that's been the show. Let's go.
Yeah, you. No, actually, I'm not gonna hit the fucking button because you just realized.
Goodbye.
You realized you don't do a fucking ending.
And so long.
Blowout. All right, but you know,
My
made me
outro?
uncomfortable. So let's get the fuck out of here.
And
What
we're
about
done.
my sweat equity? Sweat equity. Sweat equity. My sweat equity. My sweat equity. Sweat equity. What about my sweat equity?